So day one was the Bushfire Building Conference. We had 160 delegates together to join the leading researchers, academics, regulators, and to explore the issues around building in a bushfire-prone area.
I think we're a lot better shaped than we used to be, so I think we're slowly moving towards a commonality as far as standards and the approach, but there is still quite a difference between how each state and territory does it. Hopefully we're all getting to the same end game, but obviously I think New South Wales has got a very good approach, but I'm sure every other state and territory says that as well. But you know, if you can consider the holistic footprint of that development, then you can obviously make sure that you consider everything in one go rather than having to do things in different bites.
The Blue Mountains Economic Enterprise in putting together the Bushfire Building Expo, I think, has been a really great example of taking adversity of a disaster and turning it into prosperity, and that's something that we talk about quite a lot at GIO, and that you do have to learn from each disaster and come up with solutions that work not just in the disaster affected area, but that can also be taken elsewhere. And I think it's really important to have expos of these kinds to bring people together from various different fields to exchange those things that we've learned in our relatively focused mindsets and take those and apply them more broadly across different industries and more nationally as well.
I think what's really important about the BMEE Bushfire Building Conference is that it's provided a platform for a number of the key agencies and the key stakeholders to get together, to share information, to collaborate on a lot of the key issues, and I think speak openly about some of the issues that we're coming across, and hopefully it helps build those partnerships so as we move forward we're in a much better place to make decisions and provide better outcomes.
This would have to be the first expert forum on the Industry Day and Community Engagement Day where so many different disciplines have come together and interacted and related stories and processes across all of these disciplines. So I think we dug deeper than we've ever really dug before in terms of all of the underlying issues of where science meets policy and what people really can do. The Industry Day of the Forum really focused on technical issues and dug really deeply into the technical issues, both from a science perspective and a regulatory perspective, and I think dispelled a lot of myths for the practitioners in the industry. And it was just a really nice, like I have a picture of where everything sits in my head, but I actually for the first time recognised that so many people in the audience understood that picture at a much deeper level than I've seen in any previous events. I think in this forum it's covered off all those disciplines and had them interrelate to each other all at once, and that sort of I think allowed us to all get a lot more deeper into it and get that base understanding going in the industry.
The Australian Building Code is a responsibility of building designers, builders and the owners of the building. So it's a responsibility that's shared across all the parties. And in the certification process, obviously, whether it be a private certifier or council inspector, they also have responsibility for ensuring that products are compliant.
The Building Industry Conference that took place yesterday was significant, not only for the Blue Mountains, but also for Australia and the challenges that we face in bushfire-prone areas. Brought together people that have already provided solutions and have solutions not just for Australia, but for the globe. And that has the potential to provide us with a unique opportunity to export.
I think that we have an opportunity, as I said in the opening address yesterday, to export this expertise out of the Blue Mountains, out of New South Wales and out of Australia.